Morning. These tomato plants are about 5 weeks old. This is our Humichar garden where we're not using any fertilizer this year. We're just using Humichar and organic matter. They're 5 weeks old. They're already loaded up with fruit. They've already got tomatoes all over them. I think I bought some 54-inch tomato cages and they're already starting to break them. And I've got some storms coming through tonight. So I gotta figure out a staking system. So this morning, real early, I decided to run to Lowe's and pick up some wood stakes. And today I'll just show you one of the methods. There's all kinds of methods, but I like this caging method that I do with additional wood. So I'll just run through it real quick and hold on. So what I've got is, I ran by Lowe's and I picked up these, they're not really pressure treated, they're weather treated. What are these? 1x1s, they look like. They probably call them 1.5 by 1, look at the tag on it. But I went over and I'm going to install these on each of the corners of my bed. And it's tall. Yeah, those are 8-footers. I don't want these things splitting on me. So I want to see all the threads when I hold it up. I want to see all the threads showing. I just want a center core, and that's all I need. All these things aren't light. Oh, man. These things are not light. It's not pressure treated, it's this weathered wood and it's soaking wet and it's heavy. I was debating between 2.5 and 3s. I think I'll go with the 3s. I've got both in the shed, so I think I'll take 3s. I guess after 5 years. A lot of people ask about the wheat straw on the front. The sun comes in this way, it hits these boards and it heats them up and just bakes these boxes. So you either want to have some kind of fabric on the front of these boards, or I'm using wheat straw this year and a Jack Russell. I think you can get a little perspective on this now. So these are 54-inch tomato cages that the plants are in right now. And then I've got these big boards here. Those are 8-footers. That one looks a little crooked. That one just don't look right. I've cut that thing 3 times and it's still short. I don't get it. This one looks a little bit crooked. I guess I should fix that. All right, so I will let you in on one of my secrets. Everyone knows what garden twine is. It's that brown stuff and it's real coarse. Sometimes it's thin. And what can happen is that stuff can actually cut into the stalks of tomato plants especially. So this is yarn, knitting yarn from Walmart. You can just go buy it, it's dirt cheap. But I like to get the really thick stuff and it's so soft and plush. But let me tell you what, this stuff, and it's got to be a couple 100-pound strength. It's really strong. So now I'll just go along and just put up my first circle on this to protect these plants. And I know someone's going to ask, so I anchor it with a double knot, run it again, double knot, and then I do a double twist. I come around once, come around again, then I pull this and just pull it tight. I went around a third time, but that's basically it right there. I started here, and you can slide this down too if you want. I started here with a double knot, and all I'll do is I'll just gently take these and put these over the twine as I go along, if I see any. And I just did a double loop. I didn't tie these, just double loop. That one's going to go on top. This one's going to go on top. Gently, because you will snap them, gently over it like that. Using Humichar, at 5 weeks, these things are over 4 feet, so I'm assuming that these things are probably going to get up probably about close to the top of that. And unfortunately, I probably should have planted my squash back over there. Because this thing, at 5 weeks, look at these things. At 5 weeks, look at these squash plants. Holy cow. Not the best decision, Doc. Look at all those flowers. Look at this. Look at all those flowers in there. And then there's baby squashes all around. Look, baby squash and flower. I'm actually making me hungry. I want to eat the flowers. Look at that, right there. Get out of there, bug. Now you're wondering about the soil that's creating this. I just did a full video on it. Make sure you watch it. It talks about the microbial activity in using organic matter and not using fertilizers. And here's a little small pile that I show in it. And it's still smoking. See if you can see it. Still smoking. And that's that digestive process. And then we take this super compost, mix in with our garden soil. And that's it. I finished those just in time. Here comes the rain, the start of it. Rain today and then thunderstorms tonight, but you can see that's about 4 feet plants, and they can go all the way up to here. And they will, I guarantee it. Hit subscribe, by the way. And what I'll do is I'll keep posting updates. I'll do a couple update videos on this. But overall, it's a fairly nice looking little cage system. It's not ugly. It looks nice and neat. And again, 48 inches. They go all the way up above 8 feet. These things will get huge in this soil. Now, don't forget, there's a couple videos where I walk you through step by step using the cheap organic matter that we pick up at like Tractor Supply and the Humichar. We mix that up. We also did a couple lawn videos where we showed you how to apply that on the lawn. And then the last year's soil, what's interesting is last year's soil we actually pulled out of some of these beds and we just put along this fence over here. And what I decided to do is to grow my peas and some other big stuff. I threw it back in there, but this soil is just killing it because I also took that same compost and mixed some of it in here, and man, everything is just bam, just blowing up. Good looking dog, man. Oh no, here comes a Jack Russell. She don't like the rain. Watch her come up the path. Ready? Here she comes. Gotta use the path. When it's raining, gotta use that path. Well, she's gonna be in mourning because she can't hunt lizards all day. She gotta go inside. Talk to you later, Doc.